Good morning, YouTube world. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Tally Faye. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday morning. Getting ready for church, getting your dinners and stuff ready, getting some of that prepared before you leave out. That's always the best thing to do on that. And so I've pretty much got all my stuff done with that part of it that I'm going to do today because I am mowing. I got to get out there and get my mowing done, y'all, or finished up. I got to mow the tank dam and stuff and all that area, so I'm going to be busy. But I am getting to go. I don't have to do supper tonight because I get to go eat supper at my son's house. Yay! No cooking for Mama tonight, other than I'm going to bring dessert because I wanted to go ahead and make this dessert for y'all and for St. Patrick's Day if you were doing any St. Patty's Day functions, okay? And this is a pistachio layered cream pie thing. So it's got the white, your crust, and then your cream cheese filling, and then your pistachio pudding filling, and then your whipped topping filling, and you got nuts all through it and everything. It's delicious, y'all. It's a little time consuming in getting it ready. Once you get it all put together, it's okay, but like this first round, we got to make the crust, okay? So I got to let that cool. We bake that. It only bakes for 15 minutes, so that, you know, putting it together and baking, it's nothing. But it has to cool completely in your 9x13 pan. It's not sprayed or anything, y'all, okay? You don't have to do any of that. But, because we're going to press it in there. But it has to cool completely in there before we can do our first layer, which is going to be our cream cheese layer, okay? So we'll get the crust done and let it cool, and then we'll come back and do our cream cheese layer. Pistachio layered cream pie. It's delicious, y'all, and it'll be fun for the St. Patty's Day dessert if you go anywhere. Or even if you don't have to go anywhere to eat this stuff. It's delicious. So here we go. Very simple. I have a stick of butter. 1 stick of butter here, y'all. Half a cup, right? Stick of butter. I have half a cup of chopped nuts. These are mixed. It calls for chopped pecans. And y'all know I'm a walnut girl, but I have pecans and walnuts. So I had some pieces of bags, so I just put them together and chopped them. So half a cup chopped nuts, right? Okay. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. There we are. And then half a cup of powdered sugar, y'all. Powdered sugar, not granulated. Okay. See if I can get that without making a mess, y'all. I slung a little bit, but not too bad. And it's going to stir up, and it'll make a rough, crumbly kind of dough like when it's done. Oh, my oven is preheating on 350. Okay? Have your oven preheated at 350. So, it's best to have your butter at room temperature. Don't forget that. It makes it mix easier. Mine was still, it always is. I always tell y'all that, and I'm the world's worst about getting it out on time. Wow. Anyway, I hope y'all like this. It's some good stuff. If you're a pistachio pudding lover, you know, you're going to love it. And the cream cheese as well. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anybody that didn't like this one. I don't think so. So that tells you something right there. Let me see if I can turn this up a little now. Because I need it to get rough, not powdery looking. Let me check on it. Okay, look, y'all, what I did was I took my paddle off of here, and I'm just taking my hands because I want it big crumbly like that, right? And it goes together just really easy. I'm just taking my hand and squeezing it. See, like this, and crumbling it together. And that's making that butter get out in there better like we want. So I'm do better with the tools the good Lord gave me, y'all. Sometimes your hands do the best with it. There we go. Maybe I can see that better. But I'm just going to keep pinching it together like this because that's making it happen. You don't want it fine powdery. You want it big crumbles. Big little wads. I don't know what you call it, y'all. But I know this little dough thing here, this little crust goes in a lot of different desserts. It's so easy, y'all. If you're going to make any kind of little cream pie toppings and stuff or whatever, and you want to make a delicious little crust to go under it, that's wearing my hand out. Okay, I've about got it. That's where I want it. Okay, now I'll show it to you. What we want it to look like. See there? See them big crumbles? Look. See how that's doing? That's how you want it. And they're real soft and mushy, so we're going to be able to press it together in the pan. Alright, I have my 9 by 13 pan right here. No, it's not sprayed or nothing or anything. Just clean and dry. Okay? Alright. Now you just take your crumbles and spread them out. And then you're just going to take your hands and press it. Press it down in there. See, this is why your butter should be soft, y'all. It manages a whole lot better if your butter is already good and soft. So that shows you where Tally Faye should have practiced what I preach thing on that, right? Had my butter out and ready. I wouldn't have to be pressing it so much. It'd press right down in there if that butter was softer. So, lesson learned on that, right? Have your butter ready. Okay. There we are. That's all you got to do, y'all. Get it pressed in there. We're going to bake this for about 15 minutes or till it kind of, you know, just gets golden. You don't want it dark brown or nothing or anything, but see, just pressed in there like that. So I'm going to pop it in the oven. We'll get that baked, and I'll have to let it cool, and I'll be back as soon as it cools out of this pan, and we'll do the cream cheese layer first. Alrighty, so I've got my crust cooled, see, and look, y'all, I baked it just about that much like that. Look on the bottom, see how it's just kind of golden on the edges a little bit? But that's as far as I bake mine. If you want to bake yours a little further, you can, but I want it to be able to cut, not just crumble, but, you know, do what you want on that. Like I say, 10 to 15 minutes. You just have to watch it in your oven. But I've got mine cooled now, finally. So, for the next layer, we're going to do the cheesecake layer. Alright? And y'all, your cheesecake is supposed to be softened, okay? So I have mine broken up in here. 1 block, an 8-ounce block, okay? You use your paddle attachment for this. Use your paddle. If I can get it locked on there. Okay. And you're going to whip your cream cheese up. You want to get it all smooth and fluffy, okay? We're going to get that going. This right here is probably the longest thing, is waiting on this to cool, because it takes longer than the rest of the layers that we have to cool in between. I'm going to keep it sitting in the refrigerator while I'm doing this, y'all. Just to let it cool even more, right? Because you know I'm still rushing it. I'm not real patient. That's the only thing I have a problem with this dessert, but it's so delicious it's worth it. And it's not hard. It's a very easy dessert. I'm going to scrape it one time. You want this to get, your cream cheese to get real smooth and fluffy. So, we're shooting for that. Get that done. right, we've got our cream cheese fluffing. The next thing we're gonna add is 1 cup of powdered sugar, y'all, okay? Cup of powdered sugar, and while I'm at it, a teaspoon of vanilla, okay? There we go. Teaspoon of vanilla. Y'all know that smells good, don't you? You love you some cream cheese, you know it smells good. I could probably eat this just right here. Alright, let me give it one more whip, y'all. There's some powdered sugar up there. Try to get it all in there. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now, got that where I want it. Y'all know my kids would be wanting to lick this paddle. If they were still here and little, I'd let them. I miss them being here around the kitchen with Mama. They don't, because I put them to work. Hey, it don't hurt you to teach them kids to work. Working's good for them. At least the way I growed up, it did. Okay, last thing we're going to do is we got to add an 8-ounce tub of whipped cream to it. And we're going to fold that in, y'all. Okay? Let me see if I can get this over here. We're going to just fold that in there. Look, see how this looks? See how? See, it's thick. It's all creamed up together. Block of cream cheese, cup of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And 1 8-ounce tub of your whipped topping. And you fold your whipped topping in. You don't beat it in. You just fold it in. And that's going to be our first layer on there, y'all. This is your cream cheese layer. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now while I'm doing this, the next layer is your pistachio pudding one, okay? And all it is 2 of your regular size boxes of instant pistachio pudding mix, right? And 2 cans of evaporated milk. 2 cans of it. So, and it doesn't say anything about them being chilled or nothing, but I put my cans of evaporated milk in the evaporated milk in the refrigerator to let them be chilling before I'm going to mix them up with that pudding mix. But, you know, hey, we got to put this in there first, right? Okay. We're done with that. I just wanted to tell you that about the evaporated milk, though. It don't say to do that, but I did that. Okay, here's our cream cheese layer. Let me get my dish out of here. Alright, y'all. Our first layer, we just We'll spread it in there. I tell you what, you take this to a function somewhere and you're gonna be the hero again. You get to be the hero with this dessert. It's a good summer dessert. It's a good dessert anytime, I think, but for sure a good summer dessert because it's the refrigerated thing going on, right? Get it leveled out in there best as you can, because you know it shows through your dish. Y'all know I ain't all about being all pretty and stuff though, right? But I want it to show. Otherwise, why, you know, I'll just stir it all up together, right? You want your layers to show in it when you slice it and all that good stuff. Okay. There we are, y'all. Look at all that on there. Let me see. It's very good. It's mild cream cheesy. But the more you eat on it, the more you taste it. And I know when it's refrigerated and set that you're really going to be able to taste it. All right, 10 to 15 minutes, first layer in the refrigerator. We'll be back to do the pistachio. Okay, time for our pudding. Pudding time, y'all. All right, we got 2 boxes of the instant pistachio pudding mix. The little regular ones, I call them, 3.4 ounce. 2 boxes of those, okay? Let me get my milk. Two boxes of your pudding mix and 2 cans of evaporated milk, okay? And like I say, I chilled them. I don't know, you know, that's just what I do. But I'm gonna just open them up like this. Maybe kind of do 1 packet at a time a little bit. Or let it just start stirring anyway. Okay. Alright, gotta stir them up till they get thick. Let me scrape it, y'all. Okay. Now, just gotta let that get thick, and then we're gonna put it on our next layer and put it back in the refrigerator for 10 to 15 minutes. But when we do that, y'all, and this pudding is set up, all we gotta do is spread our whipped topping on the thing and then sprinkle our nuts on it and stuff. Put it back in there and let it chill. It says for at least 3 hours. It's always said that. But, you know, I'm sure the longer it sets, the chilling like that, the better it is. And I got a lid for my, I made sure I got my dish that had the, you know, the snap-on lid for it, so I can seal it off in there. Okay. Here we are. Ooh, that pistachio pudding smells good, y'all. I love pistachio pudding and ice cream. Oh, pistachio ice cream is one of my favorites. I love pistachio muffins, all of that. So see, it's thick like let me see how I'm doing that. Okay, it's like that kind of thick. Okay, because it'll set up in the refrigerator. Back it up a little bit. Flour or something all over my face tickling me. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get this on there, y'all. Boy, we want every bit of this in there, don't we? See, if you rushed it and tried to put your pudding on top of that cheesecake layer while it was still, you know, hadn't been chilled a little bit, they'd just go together in there. It wouldn't allow you to spread it on the top like we're fixing to do. Okay. There we are with that now. Just take it, spread it out. See, this will be a good little St. Patty's Day dessert. A fun one. Not just fun, but good. You know, some of them are fun, but they kind of, you know, taste like some kind of store-bought something. This will taste much better than anything you'd buy in the store. Even if it is made with instant pudding and bought topping, whipped topping. You got your crust made in there, doing all your nuts and stuff with it. Okay, there we are, y'all. There's our second layer with our pistachio pudding. 2 boxes of pudding mix and 2 cans of evaporated milk. I want that in there. Even though I want to lick that off the spoon, I want all of it in there it'll do, right? I can lick my finger, how's that? Man. That is good, y'all. All right, look, here we are, second layer. Okay, going in 10 to 15 minutes. All right, last round, y'all. There we are, see? Okay. Got it set up in there. Let me scoot this out just a little bit. And now I have another 8-ounce tub of whipped topping. And y'all, I'm not sure if I'm going to put that whole thing on there. If I can get it to spread without, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why I wouldn't go ahead. I don't know why I was thinking that I wanted to not put the whole thing on there, but I just don't want the whipped topping to take over, you know? Excuse me. If I can just get me a good little layer of it, I'll be happy with that. But it looks like it's going to take the whole thing anyway, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do it. But see what I'm saying? It's a little tedious, kind of, sort of. It's not even that. It's just, I don't know. I just don't have, I'm not, dang it. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just not patient like I should be with stuff. I want to get things done and be done with them no matter what it is. I'm just that kind of, that way. But you have to be a little patient with this. But now once I, you know, get this done, ain't nothing else no big deal, right? We're going to put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. And it'll be perfect for after a while for dessert this evening. Okay? Now, the one thing I'm going to do here, because it's St. Patty's Day, is I got me some green food coloring. I'm just going to take me some dots. Put me a dot here, and here, and here. Let's see what that does, y'all. I don't know if a toothpick's enough. I want more than a toothpick on there. It's going to take something fatter than that. Let's see if my old wooden handle on my thing will do good. Kind of, ooh, get down into my pudding farting around there, y'all. There we go. If I do it like that, look. Get me some green swirls going in there. Just because. You don't have to do this, but it sure is simple, right? Gives it a pretty look. Just be careful, don't get down into your pudding. And keep your layers. Alright, I'm going to call it with that now. The last thing I want to do is I've got some chopped pistachios and some of my other mixed nuts that I'm going to take and just sprinkle across the top, right? And you put on there however many you want. But mine's a mixed combination of pistachios, walnuts, and pecans is what's going on the top of this one. And actually, I think for me, that's plenty right there. Ta-da! Okay, there it is, everybody. Look, there's our layers. There's our top. There it is like that. Okay? You know it's going to be delicious. Aren't y'all proud of me for making my layers at least? Hey, don't be saying nothing. That's about pretty as I can get, right? Okay, listen. Here's your pistachio layered cream pie. So y'all give this a try and take it to your St. Patty's Day function or something. Or if not, just take it to your family dessert like I'm going to do. Y'all have a great evening. Great start to the week, and we'll see y'all next time in the kitchen with Tally Faye.